All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I was going to do some speed building here, some time lapse, but I decided against it. There's absolutely no way I can have this base ready by Horde Day, which is rapidly approaching. Still kind of undecided there what I'm going to do with that. I'm not, what are two spider zombies? Most likely not going to head all the way back over to the snow base. I did decrease the amount of zombies by, to 40, from the 55 to 40. I know most of you probably couldn't tell it, but I could tell a little bit of difference in the, speed of the game. Notice that if I clicked on something, it was about a half-second delay before it happened. And so until Alpha 16 arrives and they have worked all those issues out with the optimization of the zombies, the UMA, we'll just stick to 40 for now, which is still 5 up from the 35 that we did before. Now what I'm going to do here is I am going to make all of this steel. And hopefully all of this will hold up during our horde attack. You know what? Maybe make... Of course, that's not going to have any effect if I make that into... I just didn't want them to take this out for whatever reason. The wall here was going to make the first few steel. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Make this steel. That way, in case they get trapped up right here or something, they can't break that out easily. Because if they can get into there, into that corner slot, we're in a lot of trouble, So let's do that. We have plenty of steel. I took almost all the steel that I had over at the base, making our spikes right now. So just a little while longer, we'll have those ready to go. Have pumped out some scrap iron since our last episode, went back over to the base, and it's pumping out more. I think I have another 15,000 going right now in the forge, so that should be enough scrap iron to get us by, to make all the barbed wire and upgrade all the spikes. Need to be careful here. I don't want to accidentally upgrade something to steel that doesn't need to be. I think we're good on steel, but I don't know that until we get closer to completion. We have a lot of spikes to upgrade here, and it may be, well, it's certainly going to be not this horde, but the next, before we can use this base and utilize it against a horde. But surely by then we would have gathered enough iron to make into steel to upgrade all that we need to upgrade. Let's get this front here. Just the first few I think would be okay, because if they get to this point here, you know how they get hung up sometimes and they'll sit there and just beat on something. But if they get to this point here, I'm not concerned with them turning to the left or right, because I'm in the center, so they're going to be coming for me. Alright, let's get these pillars upgraded to steel. We probably better upgrade this outer band of concrete here to steel as well. Make sure I have a steady hand here and I don't flub anything up. We'll just take our time. But like I said, I haven't decided on the horde. I thought about going to the skate park again or something like that. Something small, full of action, a lot of action the whole time. And of course, we have our exploding crossbow bolts we could use to clear them out of there. Now this base, or this portion of the base, I have the bars in my inventory to complete this. It's kind of leaving it open for now, but we'll close it up here in just a moment. I'd like to make sure I have everything the way I want it before I completely seal off the top. Otherwise, we can get into the center portion from going through the new entrance that I built yesterday, but to save us having to go out every time we want to go in, we could just throw a couple frames down and build our way up. But didn't spend too much time since last episode. Back and forth. Like I said, grabbed all of our scrap and all of our steel. Started making some spikes, which should be done. Yeah, 156. Don't know if that's enough yet, but should be somewhere in the ballpark of that, around 200 spikes is what we're going to need. I have not done the math. I just took a guess at about what it was going to take. But let's get started on that. So, barbed wire. We don't have any barbed wire in inventory. We need to go get that barbed wire. Where is the front? There is the front. Another thing I thought about doing is taking barbed wire and placing around the pit. It's something that Glimpse and Trip did a while back on the server, where they put barbed wire down on the interior part of the pit. Well, the zombies did not want to fall down in there for whatever reason with it being there. I'll show you an example. So by putting it just like that, and so as a deterrent from this pit, I thought about putting one layer here on the outside and then one layer there on the inside, and maybe that will be enough to deter them from wanting to go in there. I also originally had thought about this entire concrete area covered in spikes or barbed wire, but I think that's going to take away from the fun of having them come in here, and so we may not do that. I have to make the decision now. Originally, I was going to put barbed wire here, spikes there, but I think now I may put the spikes here in the first row and then the barbed wire. So this way they kind of come down onto the spikes, whereas if I put it here and there on flat ground, it may beat on those spikes a little bit. So let's do that. Let's hope I'm not getting ahead of myself here by doing what I'm about to do. I want to get everything up to 100% before I plop it down, so it's nice and shiny. Other thing I have not really worked out yet is how I would repair some of this stuff. An original idea was to put pillars on the side here instead of solid concrete. And then I could get to those, to the side pieces at least. And mostly just for looks more than I was thinking about repair. I was just thinking it would look cool to have those pillars on the side. But I don't know. I don't know how that... Oh, shoot, Spartan. I gotta go through my spikes now and get the scrap iron. Let's take 2 stacks of that. Let's go ahead and use a bandage. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take last couple bandages. We're going to need those in doing what we're doing here. So once we go in here, there's no coming back out. We'll have to go out through our entrance that we've made. But I was going to skip this part. I said, we'll just either I'll skip it or I'm going to do a time lapse. But then at the last moment, I said, you know what? We're going to document this. We're going to document what we're doing here, and that way you all get to see it all come together. You'll watch me build it for so long. Why I miss out on this little part here, because this is probably one of the more important parts, seeing it being upgraded, the defenses at least. And so I don't imagine by the time they reach the center, unless they just wreck these spikes and barbed wire, I can't imagine many are going to have legs. We may have some of the soldiers or some of the ferals or cops or something like that to get up here, but the rest of them are going to be weeded out, the smaller zombies, by this layout of defenses. I'll take a look at my scrap here again in a second. We may need to run back over to the base and grab some more. So it's okay. It looks okay. I haven't used a terrible amount. Of course, we haven't done a terrible amount. I haven't even finished this one side yet. Gonna certainly need more barbed wire before the end with all I plan on doing on the outside. So that's done. That side is done. And you could do double spikes. You could do a double row of spikes. I just thought I'd throw that into barbed wire, change it up a little bit. One spike, one barbed wire. Give us plenty of time to, you know, shoot down the hallways at them and slow them up. Take those leggies off. Some of you may have figured out what I was doing. I had others asking, I can't understand how this is going to kill a zombie, what you're building here, man. This doesn't make any sense. Grand Spartan has a plan. He always has a plan. So, yeah, there's a few things that I'm unsure about. Never built anything like this. It's just totally experimental here. We're doing this for science, ladies and gentlemen, because I have no idea if it's really going to work or not. You know, my best guess is that if I put the barbed wire down like what I was talking about on the pit, it will redirect them instead of them just rushing into the pit. Because my biggest fear with this build is that they all rush into the free fall pit, just fall in there to try to get to me. I don't think that's going to happen, but I need to take every precaution necessary to prevent that from happening. So we're going to be way short on spikes. Way, way short. That's all right. We'll make it work. I'll go back to the base and adjust my headset. Go back to the base and grab some more. Or too long. All right. Nice. Well, that side is done. Let's get another one knocked out. I think as far as lighting goes, we're probably good on that. I don't really see a need to put in more lighting. Lighting just kills your frames per second on Alpha 15 anyway. The more lighting you have, and we already have a ton of it. So, you know, I'm guessing my frames are probably dropping about, see, I'm only running about 87, 85, 88 frames per second. I'm probably dropping about 50 frames per second over here where the light is at. So, if I keep adding it, when that horde hits, yeah, we're going to be down to like 20 or 30 frames per second. I certainly don't want that. I want it to be as smooth as possible. It's just a flaw with the lighting. Ever since Alpha 15 came out and these new lights have been implemented, hopefully that gets optimized as well. You know, when I built that massive multiplayer free fall base, and I hope all of you have checked that out, because that's probably my greatest work that I've ever done, was that base. I put more time into that base than any other base that I've ever built on 7 Days to Die, and so I hope all of you have seen that. Maybe even link that here at the end of the video. Maybe I'll even put a link up for that one so you can check it out if you have not seen it. Anyway, I noticed when I was building that, the more lights that I put on it, the frames just died in that area. And there were a lot of player-created blocks too, but the lighting, you could put in the lights and take out the lights, and you could just notice a huge difference in frames. So you want to keep that down. I don't want to say to a minimal. We won't, you know, I do have the horsepower now to kind of push through it, and it doesn't affect me as much. But I certainly don't want to tempt it and to drop in my frames to an unplayable rate when the horde attacks. But I was going to just do some work here and, you know, get done what I could get done. And then the next episode is going to be the horde day. But then I said, you know what? You all might be upset with me after those who are dedicated enough to sit here and watch every episode. And then you don't get me to get to watch me put the defenses in place. So I said, you know what, we'll go ahead and document it. A bit tired. Stress of the day is setting in on me, and it's like, I don't really feel like talking, but yeah, I hate for you to miss out on something like this. And I know a while back someone missed me putting some bars on the snowfall base, and they told me they felt like they were cheated. They were like, I watched this thing, and now you're going to skip out on that. And it was actually a mistake on my part, what I had skipped, but anyway, so I don't want anyone to feel like they're cheated. I'll try to get you involved in here and everything that we do every time through. So there's going to be no coming back and forth through here anymore. That day has come and gone. Only one more row to go, so the spikes worked out for this portion of it. Now we just need to make spikes to defend the centermost portion of the defense, and we'll be good to go. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and make some. Let's get a count here. So we need how many can we make? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the base. We're gonna have to go back to the base and grab some scrap. All the scrap that we need is right there in the forge. I just need to take it out and bring it over here. Let's get this last little bit done before I start making those spikes and we run out of scrap iron to upgrade this. So once I do this, there's no coming back to it again. We can always just take a little bit of spike damage and hop over, you know, when we need to repair after a horde, per se. But right now I want it to stay unblemished. And if we get some zombie attacks, that's fine too. So we're down to 38. So yeah, so we're going to need a lot. So we're going to have to take a little bit of a... let's go ahead and build our frames up here so we can get out of this thing. And yeah, we'll leave it like that so I can place all the spikes. I'm pretty sure I can reach. Yeah, okay. So I should be able to reach all of the different spikes. And that's why we put the corners in there too, so that I could, that one right there where that angle piece is at would be the tricky one to get to. And we've negated that from the equation. So we won't have to worry about not being able to repair it or anything like that. So let's go ahead and take our new exit here. Little handy dandy exit. Start driving the mini bike up in here, I guess. Everything is reinforced here as well. I put rebar everywhere I thought there could possibly be a cave-in. I even attached it right here so there was no way they could break through. Everything's looking pretty good. Starting to come together. So we're going to need about, at least 400, maybe 500 barbed wire. So we have 24 spikes. We could go ahead and make, let's just go ahead and make all of this into spikes. We'll put our scrap. Okay, we did have another stack of 5,000 here. Okay. Well, we're still going to have to go back to the base, though, because I'm going to need... let's take this junk back with us. I'm going to need to make a lot more barbed wire. And we're completely out of that. We'll take the shoddy back with us. Take a little bit of raw iron back with us. And there's a little bit more raw iron there. I guess we just take what we can take. A little bit of stone. We probably need to make some more sand here pretty soon. Oh. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm going to be stuck in here. Oh, there we go. I was going to have to get off the mini bike and push it if I had to. Yeah, I just started a Stranded Deep series. You know, we started the forest. I'm enjoying myself on the forest. Not sure yet about the Stranded Deep, but it seems like it has a lot of promise to it. I have enjoyed the first episode of it. It's a new kind of style survival game for me. But it's more exploration. There are some survival aspects to it, of course. You know, plenty of ways that you have to that you can die. Okay, so not as much as created as I thought would have been. We're gonna stick our pistols in here for now because I don't feel like messing with that. Brass can go in here. Starting to get a little bit more of a collection of that. As a matter of fact, let's take our bullets. Let's click, we had to put those in our inventory to click assemble. So let's put those bullets in there. 173 more. There's going to be holding on to those before too long. You know, once 16 comes out and you need the 9mm to supply the turret. Okay, that's out. I think a screamer just fell into the pit. Then let's top these off. Take our scrap iron out. Something like that. Nice. Alright, do a sort feature here. See, we still have a little bit of steel left. I left that for whatever we do for our horde here coming up. I wanted to make sure, you know what, we're going to take another stack of wood with us over there too. So we have a lot of concrete to upgrade. Let's leave that as it is. That's good. A lot of rebar to upgrade, I guess I should say. So it looks like our aloe is going to stay there for a long time, kind of like the cotton did. Sorry, lady. I don't have time for you. There's building to be done. Planning to be done, too. I still have to decide what I'm going to do for that horde, I guess. Well, it's that kind of weird. We come over here and the sun comes out, yet it's almost 2200. I guess we'll go over to the skate park is where we're going to end up, most likely. Where we're going to end up. Okay, let's put this little bit in here. Let's click on barbed wire. 333. That sounds like a good number to me. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do what we need to do. I certainly hope it will be. Okay, so there's the horn blowing. Oh man, I don't want her to get tied up into my base here, into my defenses. So we're gonna have to kill her. Oh, there's a cop. There's a dog. Son of a gun, Spartan. At least I have a little bit more firepower with this pistol versus the shotgun, you know. Just gonna kind of fire into the pack here. We should be killing most anything we hit with it. We may have to lure these guys away just so I can get some work done. Oh man, it shot him and stunned him and he died. He's like, had to decide whether he really wanted to die or not. He's like, yeah, I don't want to get hit by that thing again. I don't want to back up too much. I don't want to run into a bear. Yeah, we'll save the shotty for when we're in the pit. Yeah, I like that light right there. That's pretty neat. Maybe, since we're going to have an extra week to work on it, and I may do some of that work off camera, maybe I add a little bit more lighting to the exterior portion of the base. I probably won't do but another light or two on the interior portion, but the exterior portion could use a bit of sprucing up. Oh, there's a feral. Mm-hmm. We're just laying them out with this pistol. Uh-oh. Don't you do it, lady! Oh, I'm bleeding. We spend so much time running around killing zombies on these work days. My goodness. he was pretty tough. It's because my pistol skill's so low. We don't have enough points in it to really take them out. If I had this skill cap, this Magnum is a beast. You know, it really is. I never put any points in it. And I don't think we're gonna make it far enough here in Alpha 15 to. You know, I do have a lot of leftover points. I mean, I've been cap level for a long time. Oh, he's gonna run and blow up. That's pretty nice. We were able to kill those cops without them exploding. See if I can get my shot off on this guy without him exploding. Nice. It's always a good time when you can take those suckers out before they explode. There's a little brass on that one. I don't think I can carry anything. I think my inventory's full. Ah, all the stuff in there too. The stuff, the things are plentiful. Just make sure I'm not missing out on anything crucial. Don't think I am. Try to get these guys at a distance because I know it's inevitable. Oh, look at that. Is there anything I can... Oh, I tell you what I could do. I could use this. I can't pass up on the 7.62. They're just too costly to make. All of this stuff, you know, really, I'm just kind of passing up on. These bodies will be here for a while, so we'll probably come back. I certainly want to get some building done. About tired of goofing off with zombies now. Oh, there he goes. Disappeared. All right, with your tin can. She was so poor she was moving at her can. All right, so let's get on up in here. There we go. Got our spikes, got our barbed wire. Ready to go. Someone also asked me, how in the world do you move so fast all the time? And I'm pretty sure I responded, you know, I sprint everywhere I go. And that's how I do it. Anytime I'm, you know, out and about, I'm sprinting. And so, let's see if I can break a leg. Nope. And so that's why you see me running so quickly all over the place. It's just me holding the shift button down and sprinting. Tell you what, as we do this, it would be easier just to do that number right there. So what's our scrap? Okay, so we're good. Put down 6 and then we'll upgrade them to steel. I mean, you know, this is coming along pretty well. I still don't think we're gonna have it ready for the horde, but who knows? I thought we were gonna run out of resources before we could get it all put together. But this is pretty good time in here. If I didn't have to fight the zombies, I think I could get it done. One thing I'm missing is down below. I don't have that completed yet. It's horde ready, but I want to do a preview of this base. And being that it is most likely the last large base I will be building on Alpha 15, I wanted it to be a good one. You know, I wanted it to be a good base preview video. So maybe what we do is we take on the horde, I capture that video, see how it does, and if it works, then I can patch it all back up on my own time and do a preview video of it. That way, you know, you all absolutely have first dibs on seeing what the work that we have put into this together. I'll say together too, because you all have been here with me the whole time, so see if it all comes to fruition as we had imagined that it would. So really the only thing I lack now is getting the barbed wire put around the pit on the exterior portion, like I had talked about before. Right. Looks like the spikes are going to work out close, really close. I don't know if we're going to have enough to finish this or not. We'll find out here soon. May have to make a few more. Of course, I tell you what I'm going to have to do now. I'm going to have to go around to this other side and work my way back over here. Can't do it that way anymore. Box myself in. Worst case scenario would be a bunch of zombies coming running up in here. That's why I really wanted to kill those. Oh, I didn't mean to upgrade that steel. I really wanted to kill those off before coming in and doing what I was going to do. Okay, Spartan, don't get in a rush. Come on, baby. Yeah, worst case scenario, we're just a few short. Yeah, we're gonna be a few short, but that's alright. We just make some more real quick. I have plenty of scrap in my inventory and in the storage chest out there. Oh, that's not what you want to do right there. How did it turn to wood? I made that thing out of scrap iron. I didn't make that out of, there's no wood involved. Guess it is a log spike, huh? But if you degrade these, once they drop down to the bottom level, they're scrap iron and then they're gone. So I don't know what that's all about. Okay, we can get the rest of them from the inside, and we actually did have enough. Surprisingly, we had enough. It's pretty incredible that it worked out that way. Let's get back down in here. Let's pull these wooden frames, and we'll do this number right here. Beautiful. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about this thing. We've, let's jump down to the bottom here. This is all I really have to do. I was going to do everything down here in concrete since we had so much of it left over, and I didn't want to have any resources left over. I wanted to use up all that we had mined and everything on this base. And there's some pretty cool things I could do with lighting and all, I'm sure. And I went against what I normally do, is I don't like the way bedrock looks. But for this case over here, I wanted to conserve. I knew we were going to use a tremendous amount of concrete up top, so I wanted to conserve that instead of doing this lower level. Now, all of these spikes are not steel. They are just scrap iron. They're just to buy me some time, maybe kill off some zombies. The small ones should die, but I think our best bet's going to be to put barbed wire around the top up there so that they can't just run. You know, because if you pay attention to the zombies going into the free fall pit, like if I were down here, they come running in. But if you can prevent them from running up to it, maybe that will prevent them from falling in, and they'll change their path to come into where I'm at instead of just falling into the pit. A lot of the crawling zombies do not go into a pit. You'll notice on some of my videos, the only thing left after the horde is over will be crawling zombies. Those that have lost their legs, or just a standard old crawling zombie. Mr. Crawley So maybe that's gonna be the trick, the way to do it. I think this all being reinforced concrete down here should be enough. I could make myself a door and put down here. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's see about a door. Door. It's not spelled D-P. A vault door. What does that take? Springs. Son of a gun. How about hard metal? Forged iron? What? Well, let's just craft a wooden door. See what we can upgrade it to. Okay, you do need the forged iron to get it on up to the next level. I was thinking maybe there's a way to omit that level. Yeah, you know, just skip the forged iron part, go straight to steel, but not so. That's okay. We have plenty of forged iron at the base. Well, we do have all day today, and if we didn't leave and go anywhere, that would save us time to get a few more things done around here. A little bit of tidying up. Maybe this is where we do it. Maybe it was meant to be to get this done today. Can't think of anything else defensively I want to do up top other than the barbed wire. I certainly want to do that here soon. Put some lighting down here. You know, there's a lot of cool things we could do. And maybe I do that. You all have seen it come together, so it's not that big of a deal. A little detail change here or there is not going to make a lot of difference to you. But for those who only come into the channel and watch those base preview videos, every little detail matters. And so that's what I might do. I may just, we'll go with it the way it is now. And then after the horde is over and I go to do my preview, we'll fancy it up a bit. We'll put some lighting in here in the hallways somewhere and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, I gotta upgrade this as well. Alright, so let's get out of this place. One more thing I want to do in here would be to put down some storage chests for the horde loot. I want to be able to loot them. That's going to be another thing. Cleaning up the bodies and that sort of thing is going to be a bit tricky with a funnel system. It always has been. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it all works out. Tell you what, if we're going to do barbed wire on this interior portion like I had talked about, we better do that first. That way we're not stepping in this stuff. You know how I like to step in barbed wire and fall on spikes and all of that. And for whatever reason, you know, we were playing on the server. Glimpse and Trip built a free fall base, and they had barbed wire like this on the same band of concrete that I'm putting it on now. And for whatever reason, the zombies did not want to fall into that pit. You know, technically it kind of stands out like a block, a whole block in a sense. Maybe that was it. But I think to go one step beyond that, to slow them down. I've had people tell me, I'll put barbed wire around the top of your free fall pit and they'll fall in. It's actually the opposite effect of that. Like I said, you know, if they're slowed or crawling, they're much less likely to fall into the pit. When they're just running around aimlessly, a lot of times you'll watch them and they'll accidentally like slip and fall into the pit. And that's not what, you know, that's not what we want here. This is just strictly to keep them from coming to the corners of the base. And without having to build a wall that we have to constantly repair. Because, you know, 35 per wave, maybe we could get away with it with 8 per wave and just build a wall like you've seen on some of my older Alpha 13, 14 funnel builds. You just make them steel and repair them after each horde. But this 35 per wave, if they were all to pile up in one corner or like a wall right here, that wall would be gone in about 5 minutes, real life, you know, real time. And they're going to be wrecking your base. So I think this might be the wisest way to do it. Also looks like we may have enough barbed wire to do what I need to do. I may only have to make just a handful of it to complete this. I'd said about 400 to 500, but 333 I think was the number we had. So let's get this one and put this band around here. Heck, I even thought about putting it on the walls in here. Thought about that as well. We won't. I don't know if I should put any there now. We'll just put it here in front of the pit. That's the only place we'll put it. So they run up all crazy on this pit and they hit this. It's, you know, they're going to stop, slow down drastically, more than likely maneuver out of it. I don't know that for sure. You know, it's a shame I can't set up like a camera, excuse me, outside here. Check out what's going on while the horde, you know, have a little camera going on the inside so I can see what's happening on the outside. See how this thing really is going to work. It might work out with this barbed wire. I really thought we were going to be about 100 short. Son of a gun, Spartan. Son of a gun. That's what I like to do right there, folks. I like to step and stand all on the barbed wire when it's laying on the ground. Well, I'm pretty amazed we were able to get this done. Now, the big thing now will be transferring our storage from outside to someplace safe. You know, maybe back at the hub base, because I don't want that to get destroyed. You know, who knows, you know, the horde, the cops exploding, and all of the stuff that happens during a horde. I'd hate to lose all of our resources, because I'm not sure what we're going to do after we finish this base and take on a horde. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm sure we're going to build something. We're going to do something, but not sure yet. So we're going to absolutely make sure we have plenty of resources left over to do all that needs to be done. And we've worked so hard to get it. You know, even as long as I've played the game, skilled as I may be at acquiring resources like stone and iron, you see how hard it is to come by and how long it's taken me to accumulate enough to build these bases. You know, weeks and weeks and weeks have gone into just mining stone or just mining iron. So we certainly don't want to waste those away. And the reason I don't put barbed wire here is to go ahead and get them up into this area. Once they come right here, I can shoot them from that center part up there. So we have 48 barbed wire left. Ow, that was cutting it close. Let's do a sort here so we don't get this meat, zombie meat, all mixed up. All right. Now, what's most important? That's what we need to figure out. What's most important to take back with us? Certainly the rebar is going to be very important to us. We'll leave the barbed wire. Oh, the bars. I almost forgot to put the bars up. That would have been trouble. Take these concrete pillars. See what's in the storage here. Let's stick some steel in here. You know what? That steel's pretty precious. I'd hate for something to happen. Nothing's happened to the mini bike yet, except for that one time it started to fall through the earth. And we were able to salvage it. We'll leave the bullets here, the spikes here. We don't need to carry that with us. Do another sort. The pillars, they're pretty precious, expensive to make. The drawbridge is as well. My repair kits, we'll get those when we come back. Yeah, we'll take them with us. We'll take them with us now. And concrete. Okay. That's all that we can carry in this trip. It should only take one more. Oh, I did it again. Oops. I'm not even going to do it. should only take us one more trip back, and we'll be done with that. Go in and stick those bars up. I hope I have enough bars. We may have to wing that if I don't, and just put them around the interior portion. I thought I had counted that out, but now that I think about it, I can't remember if I did or not. May have done another guesstimate. One of those Spartan guesstimates. All right, so we don't need all this steel. We'll take 1,000 with us back over there. I don't even know why I didn't leave it in a chest. Let's leave this concrete here. I think we had a little bit there still that we left behind, which should be enough for any repairs. Stick our building supplies, including the wood, in here. Do a sort on that. Straighten this out. Let's see, repair kits we can put in here. Let's go ahead and take our bullets back with us. Oh, you know what I need? Nails. Let's get 30 of those. I can't now. I'm in such a rush. I can't remember if I actually left wood over there or not. Son of a gun, Spartan. We better take 1,500 ammo just to be safe. I'll stick it in a chest. Exploding crossbow bolts, repair kits, steel, first aid kits. Those things are going to be very, very important because I have no idea what's going to happen here. I don't know if they're going to just destroy this base and we're going to have to run outside to defend it. Take some bandages too. Tell you what, let's go ahead and use one of these first aid kits and get us up to full health. Let's go ahead and eat some meat. Drink some drink. Okay. There's still scrap making. I tell you what, we'll cancel that. We're not going to need all of that. That may have been, it wasn't a waste because we'll use it for something, but let's stick this back in here. We'll keep that on us. I think that's everything we need, folks. The AK will repair it. The sniper rifle, the shotgun, the crossbow with the exploding crossbow bolts. Forged iron. Oh, I don't have any in there. It's in here, 111. Don't know if that's going to be enough or not. We certainly need to make ourselves another spike club and get this one repaired. Wood. You knew that I would. Oh, Spartan, come on. Get your stuff together and stop hurrying. Rushing all over and making mistakes. That's how you get yourself killed, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I think we're good. Good. Got to hang out here for about another 30 seconds. And may as well get our shotgun repaired up while we're doing that. Let's see, anything else? We could probably leave our 44 over here and the ammo. Did we make some of that? Oh, we did. We made a bunch of it. All right, we'll take it with us then. We'll take it with us. Oh, I tell you what. This is something we can do while we're waiting those few seconds. Let's go to our skills. Let's go to pistols. Pistols. The outlaw. How many points do we have? 175. I mean, let's go out with a bang. Let's just start buying points that we shouldn't be buying here for this. Let me make sure before I do that. I have, better lead than dead. That's the most important for me. Shotguns, all capped out. Boomstick, boom. That's all good. All right, let's do it. Let's just spend our points up. Of course, now let me think. So another 50 points. Dead shot shooting. Blown off heads and limbs. 127 points. So we're gonna need 20. Oh yeah. So we'll have plenty of. Oh well, this one I can't even read it. couldn't even read that over what it was moused over or highlighted over. 10 points. So 20, 40, 90. And we're going to be left with almost nothing. So hope I didn't need any points for anything else. So we're using them up right now. I mean, may as well. You know, it's at the end. It's not. May as well get everything that can benefit us 100% here. Let's get our pistol repaired. Let's go ahead and get this combined. Son of a gun, Spartan, what are you doing? Oh, well, just playing musical clicks. Let's go ahead and cap off our repair kits real fast. And we are good. We are good to go. Exploding crossbow bolts there. 85 of those. You know, we never did really use a lot of those. Kind of surprised that we have so many. The mini bike has concrete in it. Not concerned about that. I just need to grab one more inventory worth of stuff. And that should be good. The little miscellaneous stuff that's in there. Oh, our nails. Our nails. Our nails. I didn't grab them. We want to grab nails and wood. And make just a couple storages. That's all I need. Just 2 storages. I'm overheating. You're not even going to worry about that. You're just going to have to overheat, little man, in the game. Nails. 30. Let's go ahead and grab this wood just in case. Wood is not very precious to us. We have plenty of trees all over to cut down. Still have all those trees that we planted above the base, the new base up there. Jump on the bike while we're going. Storage. Let's build 2 of these, and that should be plenty. So, hurrying along. May have not gotten everything exactly like I had hoped it would be, but it's close enough that I think we could go ahead and use it to take on a horde. And it's just going to have to work. So let's do a sort. We have some lighting here that we can stick on the inside, and we'll certainly do that. We'll use a little bit of that. Our goldenrod tea we'll take in with us. This stuff I'm not too concerned about. If we lose it, we lose it. Hope that we don't, but if we do, it's not a complete and total loss. Let's get on into the interior portion. There's nothing in there. And get those bars in place. Well, this mini bike has no turn radius at all. And we'll probably spend the remaining, I can't even talk right now, I'm so tired. The remaining time before the horde inside our base here is what we'll do. Yeah, there's no need to drive that up there. We're so close to it anyway. We're good. Good. Well, that's bright. Do we have any cornbread in our... Yes, we do. Okay, so I'm prepared there as well. Good. Let's get our storage... Well, first, most importantly, let's get our bars in place. And I need to make a hatch. Just in case the zombies decide they want to come in here. Some spider somehow gets up top. I want to make sure that does not happen. Okay, now our bars. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen, that I made enough or left over enough. We certainly can't afford to mess any of these up. I have to be careful here as I place these. So this will most likely be my swan song of Alpha 15. We'll go out with a bang with this base. And that's it. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's nothing else that we can do really that's gonna prepare it any more than what it is, nothing should get up here. So, see, we can even jump up here and boom, 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 get some headshots. A boom, 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 boom. Tell you what we can do right here. We can put a bit of lighting in here. How about that? Have some extra lights left over. Shouldn't kill the frames too bad. Yeah, it kind of did. Let's we can always switch them off. My goodness, it jumped up like 10 frames per second or more when I switched that off. Alright, well, this is what it is. Alright, so the next order of business is right about here somewhere. Alright. Stick this here, stick that right there. Well, that should give us a place to store some essentials. I won't carry everything on us the whole time. Maybe even the scrap iron. Of course, we're going to take this steel and scrap iron downstairs with us here in just a moment. Put the bars in there. Yeah, we shouldn't need more than one chest. You know, one chest is probably going to do us. Let's get another first aid kit on there. But let's go downstairs and upgrade those doors real fast. I don't want the baddies getting in on us. Oh my gosh, you knew I couldn't make it through an episode without breaking a leg. Son of a gun, Spartan. What are you doing? I swear I don't do that on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. So now I need to get back out before time runs out and make a splint. Maybe we can find a body out here close by that has some cloth that I can put with some wood and make a splint. I cannot make it through it, especially Horde Day. A day as important as today. And I'm going to flub it up by breaking my leg. Okay, we shouldn't need the gas or the auger. Let's go ahead and get our guns in order here on our belt. Don't think we're going to need the axe on us. Certainly don't need the nails. Probably won't need the wood frames. Sniper rifle can be 2. Shotgun can be there. AK, actually the AK is going to be important. How about that? We'll do it like that. We'll only have one first aid kit on us right there. Stick our... Yeah, we better leave the steel on us in case we need to, you know, repair the pillars, which I'm sure we'll have to. Good thing is we have the guns to use for the Horde. So let me run out here real quick. And I'm not going to run. I'm going to have to walk because I have a broken leg. But let's see here. Oh, look how slow I am. I better take the bike because I'm running out of time. I don't even know how long this episode is, ladies and gentlemen. I've not kept a timer going for it. I just wanted to get everything done that we needed to get done for the Horde. And did not set a timer. I just figured we'd stop with plenty of time left. Oh, all the zombies out there. Don't go in there. Zombies. That's what I needed right there. Let's scrap this. All the zombies just wandering around. At least we didn't get the old typical wandering horde before the actual horde got here. There's a few shotgun shells. I guess we could take those with us. Use the splint, Spartan. With your silly self breaking your legs. Alright, well that's that. Oh, and there's cloth right there on that guy. Hopefully none of these zombies went up in there. I want it to be all fresh and nice for the horde that I did not expect to take on for another week. And just during this episode, you know, crunching and getting it done, we were able to provide enough resources and hump it to get this done. I should have widened this right here so I had a place to turn around, an easy place to turn around. Let's take a sip of some goldenrod tea because I know I'm thirsty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you once again for yet another episode and your support. I hope that you will tune in tomorrow and check out what happens. Hopefully it will be good. And everything that we had imagined would work. We'll find out soon enough. But everyone have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. And I'll see you all tomorrow.